live to be an old man, and I'm in my bed on my dying breath, and I think about all the things I've done for Japan. I've noticed that for a lot of Japanese people that they don't like being different, or they don't like standing out too much. Because it seems like generally in Japanese society, the higher the nail, the bigger the hammer. I also think because of that mindset of having to please everybody, that a lot of, and I remember there were significant times in my life in which I was a people pleaser. I would only do things that other people would enjoy or other people would approve of. I wouldn't do anything that, like, am I gonna feel bad in Konbanwa minasan, kyo desu. Today's video is gonna be a bit different. I just wanna encourage everyone to follow your dreams and to, achieve what you want to achieve in life. Before we get started, just make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. America is very much known as an individualistic society. It's more about the individual than the collective. While in countries like Japan, it's more about the collective and less of the individual. I believe both countries comes with its pros and cons, but specifically for Japan, I've noticed that for a lot of Japanese people that they don't like being different, or they don't like standing out too much. Because it seems like generally in Japanese society, the higher the nail, the bigger the hammer. If you stand out too much, there is going to be some social pressure to conform to what everyone else is doing. Because Japanese culture is all about unity, working together, being of oneness. So anyone that's too different, you're not helping the collective. I also believe that's why artistically Japan is so artistic, because in the entertainment industry, it seems like Japanese have a lot more freedom to express how they really feel. I think that's why you have so much creative and sometimes really chaotic pieces of art, whether it be music or anime, manga, or TV shows. Because it seems like for a lot of Japanese people, it's their way to get rid of all the negative feelings they have, because they have to conform so much to what society says, that art is an avenue in which they can express how they really feel about things. Even though this is also part of American society to a lesser degree, I also think because of that mindset of having to please everybody, that a lot of Japanese people don't pursue their dreams or pursue what they want to do in life. Because you're worried about what people think of you, you're worried about failure, you're worried about your reputation. You don't want to isolate yourself by being so different that people look at you weird or they treat you differently. To a certain extent, I've experienced that mindset myself. I wasn't always like other kids. I wouldn't say I was extremely special. I'm just this gifted person, but definitely how I think, how I process, how I move was a lot different from my peers. And a lot of times, even in friend groups I've had, I felt like I was the only unique person, or I was the only person I thought or acted the way I did. I mean, let's be honest, just me being a black guy making videos about Japan to Japanese people is very, very rare within itself. I stand out compared to a lot of other YouTubers. And I remember there were significant times in my life in which I was a people pleaser. I would only do things that other people would enjoy or other people would approve of. I wouldn't do anything that would make myself stand out or look different, because I desperately wanted the approval of the people around me. I think also because of that, I've missed out on a lot of opportunities, and also I end up forgetting a lot of my dreams and the stuff I've always wanted to do. Parents never really supported me in any endeavor I did. Never really had a strong friend group that really encouraged me to go after this. A lot of times it was just me doing things by myself, and after feeling so isolated for so long, because I desperately wanted friends, I desperately wanted some kind of approval, I would do things that other people would want me to do, or what the society told me I should be doing. For example, going to college. After high school, I really didn't want to go to college because I had more of an entrepreneurial mindset. And to be an entrepreneur, you don't really need to go to school. But I ended up going to school because my mom wanted me to go to school, and everyone outside of high school, after high school, was going to college. The fact that I wanted to travel and live in Japan, it was very rare for anyone around me to even desire that. So even that within itself was also very different. But ultimately, I'm making this video because I want to encourage some people who's watching this right now. You have a goal, you have a passion, you have some kind of area in life that piques your interest, but something's stopping you from pursuing it because maybe your parents won't approve. Maybe your peers don't support you. Maybe the general society thinks that your idea is stupid. My question to you is, Would you live in regret on your deathbed if you didn't do what you think you were made to do? A lot of times when I think about when I'm about to die, let's say by God's grace, I live to be an old man and I'm in my bed on my dying breath and I think about all the things I've done. Do I want to live in regret saying I wish I did X, Y, and Z, but I didn't do it because my parents didn't approve? I didn't do it because my friends thought it was a bad idea. Like, am I gonna feel bad and in retrospect realize that honestly what people thought of me didn't really matter much? Because I think ultimately the reason why we don't do certain things is because we want so desperately to be approved by our peers. And I think a healthy amount of approval is necessary for any socialized society. To the point where it stops you from pursuing what you want to do, I think that's really bad. I think especially in a country like Japan where, again, you're told to conform to what the society says. I think there's a lot more pressure on Japanese youths to not do what you want to do, but do what's seen as the right thing to do. Ultimately, I'm in a place in my life now where I ultimately don't care what people think of me. There's a saying that if you live for people's approval, you'll die from the rejection. After realizing that people don't generally care about you as much, or the fact that many people tell you not to do something because they're afraid that they can't do it themselves. Can't tell you how many people I've encouraged to start a YouTube channel, they haven't done it. While in the meantime, I was able to grow this channel to over 250,000 subscribers. So to not make this video too long, I just want to encourage everyone, do what you want to do in life. Create a plan to get there. You still want to have money to pay your bills, pay your expenses, but find a job and work on other things while you're working that job to do what you want to do. You want to be a singer in a rock band, make sure you're paying your bills, but you're also practicing your voice or practicing an instrument. If you want to be an actor, go to acting school, take acting classes, research famous actors that you admire. See what they did and take notes from them. Maybe you do want to go to school, you want to become a lawyer, a doctor, or whatever profession, just do it. You can't live your life from the opinions of other people. That's actually be realistic, but be very optimistic. So maybe this is the video that will help push some people to start doing what they want to do. So hopefully this helps. If you guys like the video, please smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, also hit that bell as well to get notified whenever we post a video. Honto, arigatou gozaimasu. Minna, 気をつけて。じゃあね。